Here's Harry Maguire about to lead Manchester United out onto the field on play. The players come out onto the pitches in England in staggered formation rather than together in these post-pandemic lockdown days. An eerie Wembley Stadium, the substitutes there socially distanced behind the usual dugouts, and the tannoy system plays the music that welcomes on Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, what an impact he's had for Man. Well, let's have a look at the lineups, and there are major surprises in both teams. David De Gea gets his first game of this run in the United goal. Eric Bailly comes into a back five, only his second start since lockdown, and Brandon Williams has passed a test on a facial injury to replace Luke Shaw, who's injured. Fred and Matic replace Pogba and McTominay with the league win at Crystal Palace, and a fifth change. Daniel James gets his first start since the 19th of June. Martial, Greenwood and Pogba only amongst the subs. They're unbeaten in 19 games. Slight injury restricts Christian Pulisic, disappointingly, to the Chelsea bench. Mason Mount comes in for a 37th start of a very good breakthrough top-flight season for him. They also go to a back five with Reece James returning at right wing back. Azpilicueta will shuffle into the middle. Caballero, the regular cup keeper, replaces Kepa. That's their third change then in the Premier League win over Norwich. 8th victory in 10 for them, for England and around the world. Matic off there. Manchester United won't be happy if this comes to anything. Now Reece James for Chelsea. On for goal. Punched away by De Gea. It was moving in the air.
Oh, what a strike that was from the Chelsea wing-back. De Gea.
Just got a clip there. Lost a boot. Bruno Fernandes was a little bit sluggish. Here's Willian. Azpilicueta. Good pressure here by Chelsea. Find the ball in, looking for Alonso. That's what they were looking for moments ago. He headed it over the bar. You can see what they were trying to do.
Well, whenever Azpilicueta gets the ball in those sort of areas, he's looking to bend balls in behind the defenders. It's a really good cross. Bissaka up against Alonso.
That's a clear foul. Azpilicueta went through the back there of Rashford. 22. It's Bruno Fernandes. It was dipping, and Caballero made sure by pushing it over. That's Manchester United's first effort so far.
Well, it's a decent free kick, but one that Caballero should save.
By Matic, but the Chelsea pressure is still on. Mount. Then is there with him, beats him easily. And the cross was aimed in at Zuma.
Well, he does really well to get across the front of Eric Bailly. Mount did just as well out on that left-hand side, using the outside of his right boot to get the cross in. That's a bit of bravery.
To hospital. Zuma was under a bit of pressure, maybe kicked out then, you know, and caught the United player.
The VAR can look at it if it was in the box. That's the question. Was it in the box when Martial tried to put him under pressure? It's a very tight call whether it was in the box or not.
He stayed down and looked exasperated when the cross didn't come in. And he did have support in the box there as well, because Mason Mount was right up with him. Now Azpilicueta, though, Giroud at the near post. It's 1-0. Olivier Giroud on the stroke of half-time. First half stoppage time. An injury punctuated first half, a scrappy first half, but it's Chelsea who take the lead with Olivier Giroud. Lovely ball in. He gambled, got across his man and tickled it in.
Well, watch the movement from Olivier Giroud. Does really well to get across the front of the centre half, then using the outside of his left boot. Once again, it's Azpilicueta that gets forward. Willian does. Lindelof and Maguire had swapped over. Now Lindelof's playing on the right-hand side of the back two centre-backs. And I think Maguire would have seen the run that little bit earlier. But what a good finish it was, and a run from that man there.
Terrific end to the first half. And off we go in the second half.
From James, they've all got pace.
What's an early mistake there by Brandon Williams. That's a gift of a ball for Mason Mount. He's attacking the United penalty. It's through De Gea. Another calamity for the Manchester United goalkeeper. Should have done better with the first. That's awful for the second. And Mason Mount strikes for Chelsea, and they take a giant stride towards the FA Cup final in these first moments of the second half.
Well, they Can't really protect the goalkeeper here. It's a really poor effort from him. Yes, Mason Mount does well, makes the interception.
Kovacic saw the run of Mount, couldn't get the ball through. United now look to counter. It's a lovely pass away, and Rashford streaks forward. Touch takes it into that 6-yard area, and the shot was just wide. Lovely run though.
Well, it's taken 51 minutes for a ball to be hit over the top, for the likes of Rashford to run onto it. It was a really good ball played over the top as well. Fernandes.
James. We've seen that Greenwood's waiting to come on. His time could be tight. It's a free kick here though for Manchester United. Chelsea aren't happy about this decision.
Well, he showed good pace there, Rudiger.
All the way back for Wan-Bissaka. Man over on the far post was Maguire, and it was an opportunity. Headed straight at Caballero.
He's trying to head it back into the far corner.
Willian available, and James pounding up. Manchester United, 5 red shirts back there. James around the back, looking for Mount. Decent defending by Lindelof, squeezed him out. Alonso back into the middle, and this time to head. That's a fine flying save to deny Olivier Giroud a second goal for him in the game, and a third for Chelsea. Well, he's gone some way there, sure. Good strong run by Kovacic. James running behind Giroud, holding his run in the middle. It's deflected away for a corner. Good run by James, applauded there by Giroud.
Well, Giroud was pointing where he wanted the ball. It was the cutback that he was looking for on his right foot. Well played, Kovacic again. Played a little 1-2, driving forward, getting his right wing back into the game.
James stretched for it to Gea. Wasn't a great save, it was a good save. It comes across from Alonso, it's in again! It's Rudiger, and Chelsea are heading to the FA Cup final. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 3. United simply haven't turned up at Wembley today, and Chelsea have been far too good for them. De Gea's had a nightmare, and Rudiger, who was brilliant in the 2018 final, has been superb again today and caps it off with their third goal.
Well, this is like Olivier Giroud in the first half, makes the run across the defender.
Comes the corner kick. It's a free header and a downward header and a real chance. It's come and gone for Nemanja Matic, and that was an opportunity at 3-0 down in an FA Cup signing. Come back to him, that's a penalty. Hudson-Odoi, a little bit clumsy. Martial went down, and it's going to be a penalty to Manchester United. A little bit too little, too late. Bruno Fernandes against Caballero, stuttering run, and it's in the back of the net. So Manchester United have at least scored in this semi-final, a semi-final they will want to forget. It's Manchester United 1, Chelsea 3.
Well, he has that little stuttering run.
As they wind down these seconds of stoppage time, he's done very well. And Hudson-Odoi will have a run here. Abraham up alongside him. Oh, he's done really well. Jenkins to his right, no end product. But Chelsea ending the game with a spring in their step, and Manchester United look wearied and head down and shoulders slumped, and a beaten semi-finalist team.
Great play from Tammy Abraham here. Holds off Maguire, then plays it in between.
A lot more, but no more. And Chelsea have convincingly earned their place in the FA Cup final by dismantling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United. Giroud and Mount and an own goal by Maguire put them on their way, but really, Stuart Robson, the team news when we heard it surprised us and had a massive effect on the game. But it's Chelsea who go on to meet Arsenal in the FA Cup final next month. They've beaten Manchester United here on this Wembley Sunday night by 3-1.